guys, welcome back to Naturally Nija. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing very well. Hope y'all doing good. Okay, so as you can tell by my video's title, I really want to get real about why majority of our generation is not attracting the love they desire. Like, why are people not attracting the love that they desire? Because I really believe a lot of people are lost. A lot of people just, you know, are not woke to understanding or seeing, what they may need to work on, or, like what they are lacking. And, people are not really woke as to what is going on within them that is causing them to constantly attract the same people and constantly attract relationships just for them to fail in like 3 months, yeah. So just a little backstory. I've been through a lot within dating, and I'm really just going to be letting you guys in on what I've learned. Okay, I'm only 22 years old. I'm really young, but I've had my fair share. And the thing about me is that I take every loss, I take every fail as it is, and I just grow and I learn from it. I'm not the kind of person to repeat cycles, to repeat, things that I've already learned from, things that already traumatized me, things that already hurt me. Like, that's insane. Like, I'm not going to continuously repeat those cycles. I'm not going to continuously move in a way that's toxic, like, if that makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm really big on not repeating cycles. Like, learn the first time. Okay, you can't fall weak. Okay, because a lot of people fall weak. They fall weak to familiar things, and they like to fall back into things that feel familiar, things that feel safe, things that feel comfortable. That's not how you grow. That's not how you're going to attract the love that you desire. You can't continuously go back to that man that you feel comfortable with, or go back to that woman that you feel comfortable with, knowing that it's toxic over there. Like, you're quite literally blocking yourself. At that point, you're harming yourself. You're in your own way. It's nobody else's fault but yours. Okay. So, yeah, more backstory. I am a very spiritual being. I have spiritual gifts. I'm very connected. I'm psychic medium. And I really believe that this path, the life, the path that I was given by God, chosen by God, also takes part in how I look at life and how I look at dating as well. Like I said, I'm really big on not repeating patterns, not repeating cycles. And of course, it's going to be something huge to me, being that I am a chosen person. I'm somebody who is here for the greater good. I'm somebody who's here to heal the collective, teach, inspire, guide. It's like I look at life differently than majority of the people. There's other chosens out there. There's other people out there that are chosen, that have a specific path, that will understand what I'm talking about. It just makes for a different way of thinking as well. Like, we just naturally think differently because we're all about growth and moving forward, alchemizing. Okay, so yes, let's get into it. Okay, yeah, so the very first thing that people are lacking, well, actually, I've noticed a lot, like within the community, people going to therapy, people wanting to heal, people wanting to get to the root, shadow work. I've noticed it a lot more, and I absolutely love it, because even I had to dig into it, because I wasn't even getting into it at one point until I did. And it quite literally changed me. It changed my perspective. It changed my life. It changed how I view things, how I view love, how I view relationships, how I view myself. Okay, my self-esteem, my confidence. Yeah. But anywho, for the people who have not taken out the time to even consider therapy, to even consider healing and heart chakra healing, heart chakra work is so vital in attracting the love that you desire. You have to heal from those past heartbreaks, those past relationships. If it's not relationships, it could even be family trauma. It could be you needing to heal from mother wounds, father wounds, because all of those wounds contribute to how you view love ultimately, right? Like how you were raised, how your parents showed you love, and how they didn't show you love. It all impacts how you view love in general, and that goes for romantic relationships. It goes for how you date, how you view relationships, okay, how you view love. Okay, so if you know that, you're walking around wounded, you're walking around needing healing, your first step is to sit down with either yourself or a therapist and break down exactly what it is that needs to be healed and worked on. Okay, I really recommend shadow work. I recommend shadow work. Shadow work really pulls everything out of you. Okay, but you have to be dedicated. You have to be willing to actually want to heal yourself and work through it. Okay, you have to be dedicated to your own journey. Okay, this is not something that you can just do one day and forget about for 3 months and then come back. No, it's a continuous healing journey. You know, it's a continuous thing that you have to do daily, okay, every other day, but it has to be constant. Okay, the shadow work, the healing in general. So yeah, that's number one. The reason why you are not attracting the love that you desire is because you need to heal. Okay, I'm here to share this message with you with love and light, but also with realness and tough love. Heal those wounds. You cannot walk around unhealed expecting for the love of your life to come to find you or for you to find them. Heal. Okay. So that brings me into my next point. Another reason why you are probably struggling with finding or attracting the love that you desire is, like I mentioned, is because you're holding on to past heartbreak. You're holding on to things that's hurt you in the past. I forgot to mention this, but it could even be friendship breakups or friendship wounds. Okay, it could be anything. Anything could cause for the heart chakra to be tainted. Okay, any kind of hurt, any kind of trauma. It doesn't matter who it's from. It could cause the heart chakra to be tainted, and that further affects how you operate in love. Okay, because your heart chakra needs work, your heart chakra needs healing, it needs to be rejuvenated, it needs to be birthed again. Okay, so if you are holding on, if you are clinging on to who hurt you last month, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 8 months ago, move on. You have to move on. And that begins with healing. It begins with wanting better for yourself. It begins with you really wanting to free yourself. Okay? What that person did to you has nothing to do with you in this present moment. Yes, it hurt. Trust me. I know how it feels. But like I said, I take every heartbreak, I take every downfall as a lesson, and I grow from it. It is what it is in my head. Yes, this situation hurt me. Yes, this person hurt me, but I'm not going to let this hurt, taint me and bring me down and cause me to be closed off and cold-hearted and cold-blooded to people in general or to the people that I potentially meet in the future. It's like it's something that our generation has bad, and it's very toxic. Like, nobody wants to work through heartbreak. Everybody wants to hold on to it and hurt the next person. Hurt people. So unhurt yourself, heal. Okay, you can't hold on to those past heartbreaks. As much as it may be hard to let go, you have to let go at one point. And until you let go, you are going to continuously attract low vibrational beings, low vibrational humans. Okay, you have to heal from those past heartbreaks. Okay, so yeah, that's such a big one. Okay, cannot hold on to it. It doesn't matter how old you are. Let it go. Ultimately, what they did to you, like I said, it has nothing to do with you. Whichever way they hurt you, it probably had all to do with them. They were probably insecure and had low self-esteem and didn't know what they were doing, didn't know their direction, and because of that, they just threw it all on you and they hurt you. It has nothing to do with you, so do not beat yourself up. Grow from it, heal from it, and learn from it. Notice the red flags, the signs that you saw in this person leading up to the heartbreak, and make sure that when you meet people in the future, you notice and recognize those same red flags in people in the future. When you recognize them, you know that okay, this person is not for me because they are showing me the same red flags that the people from the past showed me before everything went downhill. Okay, it's like you have to learn from things. You have to really learn from everything. I'm really big on that. Lessons and learning. Okay. So number 3, this one, oh my gosh, this one grinds my gears. Okay. Another reason why you are probably not, or why you probably have not attracted the love that you desire, is because you are listening to unhealed wounded, broken people online. You're listening to them tell their stories about how they were heartbroken, and how a man did them wrong, or how a woman did them wrong, and how they just da 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 da. You're listening to the wrong people. If you consume your everyday life, or I don't know, 3 days out the week, if you consume too much of negativity, if you consume too much of listening to people complain and ponder and harp on their past heartbreaks, and on their failed relationships or failed marriages, whatever the case may be, you're only inhaling, you're only taking in all of that negativity. I was trying to say negative energy and negativity at the same time. Anyway, yeah, it's like, if you continuously consume that, best believe it's going to eventually alter your mind and shift the way that you think for yourself, and you're going to start operating and looking at everything like, yeah, maybe she was right, maybe he was right. Everybody ain't shit. Nobody deserves love, okay? Everybody is bad. Everybody is toxic. You're listening to one person's failed relationship story. Their story is not your story. Just because their relationship failed does not mean that you are destined for continuous failed relationships. It does not mean that you are destined for failed marriages as well. Just because somebody is talking about how their marriage failed does not mean that you are going to attract somebody, be in a relationship, but then your marriage failed. Like, one thing people have to stop doing on the internet is fear mongering, because that's exactly what it is. It's fear mongering. I absolutely hate it. And it's the fact that y'all be eating it up. Y'all be eating it up. Y'all be letting other people's stories hinder the way that y'all think and the way that y'all move in y'all's life. Since when does a stranger's story on the internet depict your future? Only God is in control of your future and your relationships and your destiny in regards to love. Not somebody on the internet who needs healing themselves. They're unhealed themselves, and that's why they're on here spewing all of this fear and all of this, oh my God, niggas ain't shit, and it's sickening. And I can't continuously see it happen. You cannot take advice from just anybody. Because like I said, these people be online hurt, unhealed, wounded. And they're just wounding y'all. They're wounding the collective. They're just continuously, they are contributing to the continuous cycle of everybody being toxic and everybody wanting to, say F love. And like, let's take a moment to detach from all of this negativity that we see online, to detach from all of these people's failed relationship stories and failed marriage stories. Let's take a second to detach and really sit with ourselves, our individual selves, and think, okay, their story is not my story. Okay, they are most likely wounded and need therapy and healing. So that is the reason why they are operating in this manner. That is the reason why they view love as toxic, and that is the reason why they view love as not a good thing, because they're just hurt. How about we sit with ourselves and think of that for a second, because that's exactly what it is. That's the reality of the situation. That's the reality of what it is. These people just be hurt. So if you want to continuously indulge in people's BS like that, go ahead. But you're just hindering yourself. You're hindering your growth. How about you take the advice of somebody who is actually in a happy relationship, a happy marriage? Watch their content, watch their videos, watch their videos on how they conquered and how they moved and, moved through their relationship, and how they, got through hurdles and obstacles. Because no relationship is going to be easy. It's never going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, okay? But watch people that actually are in committed, loving relationships or marriages. Watch them and understand how they got to where they are now, because it is always going to be trials and tribulations. But I would rather you watch success stories than watch people continuously ponder and talk about how somebody hurt them and how both of y'all need healing and help, because you wouldn't be in a situation with somebody continuously hurting you if you had self-esteem. But anyway, let's move on. That brings me to my next point. Another reason why you probably have not attracted the love that you desire It's because you lack self-esteem. You lack self-worth. You do not have a healthy relationship with yourself. You do not have a healthy, loving bond with yourself. You do not respect yourself. And that is just the God honest truth. Anybody who respects themselves, anybody who views themselves as, the prize, not in a toxic way, but anybody who truly loves themselves is not going to allow another broken human to beat them down and hurt them. It's a lack of self-esteem. You can't lack self-esteem, okay? Have no self-respect, get with somebody, and allow for them to hurt you, and then want to complain and cry and talk about how everybody ain't shit and how, You you knew what you were getting yourself into, okay? If you had more self-respect and self-esteem, you wouldn't have let that person do what they did to you. And I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm not trying to victim blame, whatever the case. But I just really want y'all to do better. I really want y'all to do better. I need y'all to do better, actually. Please, I'm begging. I need y'all to do better. The more you operate in low vibrational energy, the more you operate in toxic energy, is the more you're going to attract that. If you have low self-esteem, you're only going to attract partners with low self-esteem as well. You're only going to attract narcissists. You're only going to attract people that know, oh, I can play with her, I can play with him because they're naive. They don't have any self-respect. Okay, like, does that make sense? I really hope it makes sense, y'all. And it all goes back to healing. In order to gain self-esteem, in order to gain confidence, in order to gain a healthy bond, a healthy, loving connection with yourself, you have to heal. Okay? You have to really break down what the hell is going on and why you keep on attracting the same people and why you keep on, attracting the same crazy relationships. It's a lot deeper than most people think and that most people know. It all starts with you. What are you doing? What are you doing wrong, or what are you doing that may need some enhancement? Okay. All right, and my last point for this video is another reason why you may not have attracted the love that you desired yet is because you don't put yourself out there enough. Okay, let's say that you have done the healing work. Let's say that you have done the shadow work that you needed to do at this point, because shadow work and healing never ends. But let's just say that you've done a lot and you've actually seen improvements. You've actually seen growth within yourself. Okay, let's say that. But like, you're not putting yourself out there. You're just sitting in the house. You're kind of not really allowing for people to get in, not really allowing for people to enter. That's you're kind of holding yourself back. You got to put yourself out there. I'm not saying that you have to go on dates every day or like date around like crazy like that, but put yourself out there just maybe once or twice. Get a feel of dating for real. Get a feel of what it feels like to date. Get a feel of what it feels like to be courted, because I'm telling you, oh, I forgot to mention this, the more that you do raise your own vibration, the more that you do gain real self-esteem and self-respect, the more you do that, the more you attract people who also respect themselves and also understand what it's like to actually respect another human. Okay, if you have a lot of self-respect, you're going to attract people that respect you and that see you as the prize. Okay, they're not going to disrespect you. They're not going to play with you. They're not going to see you as naive or like a little, because they know people can see when you respect yourself. Okay, so once you get to that level, you're only going to attract that energy. And then once you start attracting that energy, that's when wow, I've actually shifted my vibrations. Things have actually changed because now I'm attracting different kind of people, I'm attracting men, I'm attracting women that actually respect me, that actually want to take me on dates, that actually want to, do things for me, or that actually wants to, potentially date me, So, yeah, y'all. Date around, put yourself out there. Okay, you have to put yourself out there. Okay, go on a trip. You know, you never know, you might meet your person on a trip. You know, put yourself on a dating app for the one time. You know, don't cancel it out. Don't cancel it out completely. Okay, but yeah, y'all, these are just my takes on why you may not be attracting, or why you may not have already attracted the love that you desire. Okay, I hope that you guys can respect my opinion, can respect my point of view. Hey, I'm just being honest. I gotta be real with y'all. And like I said, all of what I talked about is all that I've had to learn myself. I'm not just spewing, I'm not just talking for the hell of it. I've actually had to learn this stuff myself, and I've actually had to work on myself. Okay? And it's brought me to where I am now. And listen. Now let me stop. But yeah, so that's the video. I also forgot to mention in the beginning of this, I am about to record another video in the same outfit, the same look and everything. So if you watch that video and you see, oh my gosh, she got the same outfit on, she got the same hairstyle, it's because I recorded the videos in the same day. Okay, so don't come for me. Don't come for me. Okay. So yeah, y'all, that is the video, and I really hope I helped somebody. Please let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Please give me, I don't know, share your story, share your progress, okay? Share whatever, okay? Let me know, okay? And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.